What's going on, everybody? Welcome to The Obsession. I'm Carl Bethke.
I'm Mike Stadler.
Mike, how you doing today?
I'm doing outstanding.
We've had a busy day, haven't we?
Yeah, buddy.
Getting later in the afternoon now. We're going to do a few podcasts. We've been here at the BMR.
Working, baby.
Working.
Progress.
Getting ready for the season.
Looking good.
Changing things on the property.
Looking good.
Got a question from William today.
William.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. And I never really thought about it much, but he's like, his question is, what are you guys' thoughts on Facebook and Instagram and hunting? And what are we really seeing when we look at that stuff? Because, you know, a lot of people listen to us on social media, whether it's the podcast on any of our outlets there, or they watch the show on YouTube, or they've watched our TV show, or our web shows, our weekly web shows, our weekly small property layouts, all the media that we do. What are our thoughts on what we're actually looking at when we're looking at hunting on social media? Well,
I think it's a lot of shit.
There's a lot of bullshit happening on social media.
Yeah, a lot of wannabe hero.
I think they're
Look at me.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
more for attention than actually helping people out become educated about hunting.
Yeah.
Make them better hunters, which is what we're all about.
I think that's social media in general.
I agree.
You know, not just the hunting world, but I think like everything, it obviously draws attention to whatever is on there, whether it be good or bad.
Agreed.
You know, I honestly, William, I don't look at a lot of hunting stuff on social media. I just don't. There's a few things I follow.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm sure you do, obviously. And it's people that I respect or
we know.
or think, or that I know, or that I think are trying to do, you know, similar things to what we do. You know, management stuff, strategy stuff. I like to watch. I like to see what other people are trying to do.
Yeah, well,
You know,
you can always learn from somebody else.
And that's what I do it for. If we can learn, and I mean, I've seen things, and I've called Carl like, "Hey," and we start talking about it, and he's done the same thing. So I mean, that's what I look at. Something that's going to educate me.
Well, here's a for instance. I actually texted or I called you the other day.
Yep.
I'm like, hey, you got to watch this video. I posted it up on my Facebook page of a guy that has some really good ideas about things, and then he's got some complete and utter bullshit. You know?
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah. It was an hour too.
Yeah, it was an hour long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I watched the whole thing, and I usually don't spend that much time unless I'm actually being educated on something.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this guy has a lot of knowledge on some things. There's a lot of other things that I'm going to call complete and utter BS on when it comes to whitetail, based off of my experiences.
I couldn't wait. I was texting you, watching. I'm like, dude, we got to talk about this. And I knew you were going somewhere. I'm like, God, I got to wait till Tuesday?
Yeah.
You know, the biggest thing, like you're saying, like I want to have something that can educate me or can make me better.
Right.
Help, you know, Carl and myself succeed. Anything like that I think can help us, that's what I watch.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
and I'm going to be honest about this, Mitch. I've been around a while. So there's very few things that you can get past 15 minutes with me on where, you know, in the hunting industry in general, what happens is people seem to take the same information and try and warp it into their own stuff. And
I see that a lot too, and I get this a lot from people I know, especially about the workout stuff.
Yeah.
And I know there's guys in the hunting industry now doing this workout stuff, and I'm going to tell you, it's one of the things that irritates the shit out of me. I see them doing this workout, and this guy's filming himself at the gym. Hey, man, I've been doing that stuff for 30 years.
Yeah, well, that's what your education is.
Yeah, I mean, you got to film yourself at the gym doing that, you know, and You know, and everybody needs something for motivation. Don't get me wrong. And if
Right.
that motivates you, cool. But, you know, I don't... Watching guys work out, like, this is what I do to get ready. No, it's not. I don't believe you.
That's
So
the
that's-
workout part of it. Well, this is the part, and you talk about it a lot, you know. And because of you is the way I do my workouts now.
Mhm.
And there's an age gap between you and I.
Yeah.
And there's a difference. And you made me a workout, high rep, lower weight,
Mhm.
because, you know, I'll be honest, I'm getting older. I'll be 56 years old
Mhm.
this year. And I see a lot of people my age that can't do half the shit I do.
I can't do nothing.
And it's you gotta kind of watch
Mhm.
what you're doing, and you have to have a good instructor for that. Don't just go on the internet and don't tell me you're going to watch Cam Haynes and go out and start running and doing what he does, or
Yeah.
David Goggins or anything like that. Okay, these guys, they've worked out for years and years, and there's a lot more involved in what you're really seeing. Mike's workout for me. Every morning I do abs, and I used to do less than I do now, but I was informed that you do the whole ab workout and then,
Yeah.
so I have to go back actually in the afternoon to do my lifting, and then I do a little more cardio in the afternoon too, so twice a day. So
Yeah.
I'm basically right now, just to get into condition so we can do what we need to do, me being older, I'm in the gym a minimum of 3 hours a day right now.
Mhm.
Just to get there. Reason number one is we're partners. So I'm half of that team. I have to keep up with him so we can be successful. That's my job. That's what we have to do. That's how I see this. Okay? And the other part is I enjoy challenges. So if I get challenged to be in a certain position at a certain time, that means I'm going to do everything in my power to be there, and I have to condition myself to do that.
Yeah, you know, the stuff on social media, the hunting stuff, and them showing their workouts, and, you know, buy this, and
By that.
get this, and use this bow, and you know, for instance, the bow thing, you know, everybody blows it up into this huge thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that thing's a piece of junk, and I wouldn't shoot that. Everybody's got their preference with a bow.
Right.
There's a lot of great bows out there.
Yeah.
You know, we shoot what we shoot. Shoot what we shoot for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is. Like, it doesn't mean you got to go out and buy. You have to have a Hoyt or a Matthews, or you know, because you're buying a name.
Yeah.
Every time you go out and buy one of them, any of them, you know, we shoot PSE. It's a big name bow.
Right.
You know, shoot what you shoot because it works.
Yep.
Don't shoot what you're going to shoot because
So when
Levi Morgan has one.
Yeah.
You know, or
Yeah.
I mean, it really isn't the way to do it. Like, we've shot every different bow. He shot way more bows than I have, but we shoot them because they work.
Yeah.
They fit, they feel, everything like that. It really is, and it's people influencing you there to want to buy their stuff. And most of that stuff is stuff.
Yeah.
So
It's not useful. It's
not
not going to
gonna
make you any better. You know, you could hand people like Levi Morgan or Cam or any of those guys, you can hand them a bow. They're going to be able to set the bow up, go up, be successful. And it's not always because they're great shots, even though they are, especially Levi. You know, he's a professional
obviously,
archer.
Obviously,
Yeah.
yeah.
A guy like that, you can hand him an old bear bow. Guess what? He's going to go out and be successful.
Yeah. He's
It's
most
that-
likely going to shoot you with it.
Probably.
It is what
probably.
it is.
You
know.
can hand him your bow. He's going to beat you with it.
Yeah, I mean, what do you really want to do at the end of the day? I mean, do you want to be like people on social media?
No. Be you.
Be you, man. I mean, that's the only thing that you're competing against is yourself.
Yeah. Try and put the. It's great to get motivation from people. Don't get me wrong. I can watch things get me cranked up or whatever, you know, and you get all excited about it. The performance at the time when it actually matters is repetition. It's reps, people. It's reps shooting. It's all the work you put in the gym. It's what you put into your body. It's all of that to be successful when the time comes. And like you guys hear us all the time, we say the 5 seconds of fame. Seriously, it is. It's 5 seconds that I or Mike or you have to perform to be perfect to take that animal's life, because that's what is important. A good, clean kill, you owe it to that animal. It's that simple. And it's all the combination of everything you do throughout the year for that 5 seconds of fame. And that's what we mean when we say 5 seconds of fame. Nobody cares on the size of the animal or whatever. You know?
Yeah.
If you choose to take that animal, you choose to take that animal,
Well,
and that's yours.
And that's where, like, he's asking too, you know, and that's where the social media goes completely south for us.
Yeah.
You know, we talked many times about the buck shaming and the scoring of animals, and all that is just crap to us personally.
100%.
We don't want to listen to it. We don't listen to it. You know, and I think it's a bad way to lead anyone into the industry or into the sport.
Agreed.
It's my opinion. I'd argue with anybody.
Yep.
You know, especially kids, because they're being brought up on a social media platform that's ridiculous, and trying to teach them things that aren't realistic, aren't the way the world works.
No.
Not the way the hunting woods is going to work.
I'll be honest, I emphasize that. I'm a hunter's education instructor for Wisconsin here, and I emphasize that to all the kids that see, because a lot of them see our show. A lot of them watch the show, and they'll come in and they're like, oh my God, it's, you know, so-and-so. Or some of the kids that we've gone and actually done podcasts with some of the kids
Schools.
and gone to the schools and stuff and spoke with the kids. They see what happens, I guess, basically for that 5 seconds of fame, you know, and all the effort that is involved with it is a little bit different. You need to bring them up right. You need to understand, you know, like Mike was saying, size of animals are relevant, especially for kids.
Yeah.
When you're bringing them up, I've actually filmed kids. I had a 130-inch buck in front of him, and he didn't shoot it because it's not as big as what he had seen on TV, and his dad said, you know, we got to shoot a buck that's such and such size. Kids never shot a deer before, and we got a deer I'd shoot in front of us, and he chose not to, which is fine. But then the complaining started when we got back and talking about all of that. So it can be a bad thing in my view.
Right.
You know, Instagram, all this information that you guys are seeing, some of it or the majority of it is complete and utter BS. You know, you're only getting the hype part of things just to get your attention for a short period of time to get views and likes. We're going to show you the whole thing and kind of, you know, this is how it works, how we do everything, and hopefully educate you to help you become a better hunter.
Right.
You know? So I kind of think
Yeah,
that.
so really, I mean, yeah, that's what we're saying. We stick to things that we think can educate us, that we can learn from. You know, stuff like that. I'm on a lot of hunting things, and a lot of those I don't pay attention to a lot of stuff that gets put on them.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. So I just kind of pick and choose. I'm not a big Facebook guy. The only reason I got on Facebook back in the day is when we started our company.
Yep.
So I kind of had to get on there, so we had, you know, platforms to do it.
Right.
You know, and I have Instagram, I have Facebook too, obviously, but yeah, you don't see that. The stuff we post is educational.
Yeah. The other thing, you won't see us convicting these people who are basically being prosecuted
No.
for
Shooting big deer.
Yeah, shooting big deer, and you know, people starting lies and everything, and then huge investigations like CJ's buck. We did the show on it, and we voiced our opinion on it. You wouldn't believe how much hate I got for, at least on our page, for us actually supporting CJ Alexander.
And the Rampala buck.
Well, the Rapala buck was worse, far worse than the CJ buck. I mean, I cannot believe it. And I'll tell you guys right now, there's certain states and you get more crap from than other states, you know. Guys in Michigan seem to be fairly open-minded.
Yeah.
Guys in Iowa are not.
Yeah, they don't care for
No,
us there
and
about that topic.
that topic at all.
But it's cool.
Yeah, that's fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinion.
That's what we talk about.
Right, and we want to hear them.
Yeah.
You know, we appreciate everyone. You know, as long as it's a cordial. You know, I don't agree with you thing. I got no problem.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, you know, I don't know the numbers of them or anything, but we've done a lot of podcasts on social media stuff.
Yeah, yeah. If you look back at
buck scoring,
Yeah, buck shaming.
All stuff that's put on Facebook, Instagram,
Yeah.
you know, that kind of stuff. So you can check a lot of those out too. That's going to tell you a lot of what we think about a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys look back in the playlist for the podcast, there's got to be 190 podcasts now that we've done over the last 3 years we're working on. So, I mean, we've been doing it for a while and laying podcasts out before podcasts were cool and social media before everybody was doing it. But, you know, as for like you were saying, the Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that, don't be fooled by what you're seeing there. It's basically just advertising, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's spewing garbage to try to get you to buy products.
Yeah.
A lot of it, you know, or think the way they want to think. Like, I don't care if people think the way I want to think. I'm just going to give them the facts as I know it.
Right.
And what we know and what we've proven, that's what we do. Which, obviously, you know, Facebook hates facts.
Of course. We've been ixnayed off of it a couple times again. Yeah.
You know, but, so, that's the kind of stuff I like. You know, the kind of stuff Carl watches too. It's, you know, if like I said, if we see something, we'll tag each other in it or send it to the other guy, you know, and like, hey, check this out. What do you think? You know, and if, you know, obviously anybody out there listening to us, if you got something like that, that's the kind of stuff we want to talk about.
Right.
You know, stuff you've seen, you know, that you question or you want to know what we think about it.
Yeah.
You know, let us know.
For sure. I mean, even when it comes to like the food plotting stuff, things like that, you know, this year Mike and I are starting to do a lot of consultations for people for our small property layout stuff. So if you guys are interested in us coming and checking out your property and getting a system together for you to help you become a better hunter and make the property work a little bit better for a small fee, well, decent fee.
Yeah. Well, you know, it all depends, I guess, what you want done too.
Right.
You know, if there's certain aspects you want us to look at, if you want a full layout, you know, we can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
For you, what we see, and we'll walk a property with you. And, we can help you.
Good. You know. Yeah, present you a whole package if you want the whole package, or if you just want, you know, a small layout, whether it be tree stands or food plot layouts, entrance, exit, that type of stuff. Obviously, there's pricing for each one of those. You guys can get a hold of us at Rush Outdoors WI at Gmail, or you can get a hold of us either in the comments here on YouTube, or if you want to message us, anything like that, you can get right a hold of us there. We can do all that for you. And you guys, obviously, if you want to check back and see the success and how our layouts work, feel free to run through any of the videos. There's over 590 videos now.
Yeah, we show everything we do.
Yep.
So we don't hide it.
Yeah.
You know.
It's here for you to watch, and that stuff is free.
Yep.
Free information is always good.
Like and subscribe.
Yes.
So now we're going to tell you, like and subscribe us on social media.
That's true. Check it out. Right here in the lower right-hand corner, just hit the Reaper. We appreciate you guys listening this week. If you guys want to check out just the podcast, you can check us out at
RSS.com,
Google,
Spotify,
Apple,
iHeart,
Amazon,
and YouTube.
Check out our pretty faces right here on YouTube. If you want to check us out on Instagram, you can also message us on Instagram, Rush Outdoors WI, or The Obsession Podcast Hunting. You guys, check us out again next Saturday. Check the podcast come out every Saturday. And coming up here shortly, small property layouts will come out every Wednesday.
That is correct, sir.
We appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, buddy.